Hi guys. Yeah, I'm gonna be like on a roll recording a bunch of videos today, so bear with me. I may not post them all at the same time, but so yeah, I guess this video will just be a little short little blurb about me, my locks, and just kind of like my perception of locks versus loose natural hair, right? Because for some people there's like this battle or this, you know, one's better than the other, and it's not even about that for me personally, but I just want to give you like kind of some real insight into kind of what it really is like having both, right? Because as you know, I am approaching my 3 years locked, as well as I was 3 years as a loose natural before I actually did this. So got about 6 years of experience altogether with both. So I want to give you like real life insight into what each one is like and what my long-term plans are for my hair, right? So here we go. So when it comes to having loose natural hair, one of the awesome things is that there is so much versatility. I mean, I know we say that there is with locks, and there is, but with loose natural hair, the options are literally endless. Like, you can do everything. And one thing I will say is that your hair will really mold to whatever style you're going to. Locks, ours will be shaped and look like that, but they still overall have that major look of locks, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just giving you insight into like when you do a braid out, that a braid out on loose natural hair and a braid out on locks are different. You know what I mean? They're just different. It's not bad. It's just locks tend to, even with the versatility, maintain the look of locks, versus with loose natural hair you can have it in such a way where people wouldn't even know if it was loose natural hair or a weave or this or that, right? They're just different. With loose natural hair, for me personally, and I may just be alone in this, but there was something so satisfying about the ability to comb through my hair and brush it and just run my fingers through it. And just, I don't know, it was just something about it, like trying all kinds of new products 167 times a year. And I don't know, I mean, it's just, loose natural hair gives you like this sense of like power and just like you're a rebel, and just, I don't know, for me that was, having loose natural hair was really valuable to me. It taught me a lot about self-confidence and helped me really come to appreciate my hair as a whole, right? And I'm so grateful that I had an opportunity to have that experience before I decided to lock my hair. Not saying that locks are something that are so permanent, but I think it really allowed me to get to know my hair as a whole, and it made this journey into locks a lot easier because I was really familiar with my hair just being natural, period, right? Because both loose and locks are natural hair, but when you're loose natural, you get to really learn about your hair, if that makes sense. So that was really cool, right? Now when it comes to my locks are empowering on their own, right? You know, it is really a journey you go through. It's almost like having to do a second transition, which I transitioned for about 8 months before I cut my hair, and even just that experience was different. But the transition with locks, it's like you get to see I don't know, it's more so like, because I feel like when you're transitioning from relaxed to a loose natural, your hair is changing, but it's more like your hair is just growing, you know what I'm saying? And as you have less relaxed hair, you're trimming off whatever, like, it's a transformation, but it's more just like your hair growing, versus with locks, like the actual hair that is hanging is transforming. And that was really empowering, and it made me feel good that I could really stick through this journey up to this point and really like accomplish something. I don't know, it made me feel very accomplished, so that was cool. One thing with locks as well is that I love the fact that you don't get nearly as much shrinkage as you do with loose natural hair. I mean, it'd be ridiculous. I'd be freaking bra strapped and look like I was like collarbone length with my loose natural hair at times. And part of it at least makes you happy because you know your hair is healthy if it has that much elasticity. But still, like, sometimes you want to be able to show like, look, talking about long hair goals, heck you mean I'm already there, you know what I'm saying? And so I love that about locks, that you get to see your length, even though this is like, obviously my hair is even longer than this now, but it's just not quite as much shrinkage as what I used to get. So that is a process, as well as they're very low maintenance in comparison to loose natural hair, but not that much more, right? Just from what my personal loose natural hair journey was like. For me, mine was, I did twists, braids, that kind of thing all the time. So I was only styling my hair every 2 to 4 weeks anyway, which is not very different than what I do now with my locks. So, but locks in general are less maintenance in my opinion. But, you know, one thing I love about both of the journeys are that it can be a learning experience, it can be empowering. They both are based off of what's growing out of your head, right? You know, we use all these gels and these different things like that, but I've quickly learned that you don't really need any of that for your hair to lock, honestly. It just, Afro texture hair is bound to lock if you just, most of the time, I hate to say it, but leave it alone. And both journeys, you know, how effective your journey is and how successful and what kind of journey you have is really dependent upon each person individually in their lifestyle, right? Loose natural hair for some people is a no-go, right? They just can't do it, right? Versus locks, they are on point and they love it, right? And it can be the reverse, right? Some people, they stay locked for a little bit and they're like, this is not for me. Versus loose natural hair fits their lifestyle more, or maybe even your budget, right? If you want sister locks, yeah, and you got the budget, do it. You know what I'm saying? Just like people with loose natural hair who prefer to wear their hair straight. If that's your choice, right? Maybe they go to the salon every 2 to 3 weeks or something like that. So I think that a lot of it will really depend on your lifestyle, what you prefer, but overall both journeys are amazing. Now, the big thing for me, because people have asked me, will I continue to have locks forever? Will I ever go back to loose natural hair? That kind of thing. I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of days where I miss my loose natural hair. I really do. I miss combing it, I miss styling and that kind of thing. But I feel like I just miss the process of doing that, not necessarily it being on my own head. So if I had a bunch of friends around, shoot, I'll do your natural hair every week, your loose natural hair. You know, heck, I'll even do your locks every week, I don't care. But I think that's more what I miss. So right now, locks really work for me. You know, it's just more convenient for my lifestyle and what I got going on. When I want to have kids and stuff, it'll just be easier. But I do think that when I start graying and that kind of thing, which I already do have a few gray hairs up in here, but whatever, nobody's talking about it. I may consider going back to loose natural hair for a bit while I make the transition, or just permanently. I don't know. A lot of it just depends, but as of right now, I am satisfied with my locks, and I will not even begin making any type of changes until I reach my goal of waist length locks. So at that point, then maybe we can have this conversation again and I'll be ready to make decisions for you guys. But as I approach my 3-year lock anniversary, I'm feeling good, and I encourage anybody to choose either journey. Both journeys, you know, it's a wonderful thing, and I think that do your research, but regardless, you can make either journey into what you want it to be. So well guys, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to keeping up with you. Feel free to like, comment, or subscribe to my channel if you want to stay tuned for more videos that I have, and you all have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.